I started it as like a note to self of being like, I need to feel okay, and this is how I'm going to do that, figure that out. It's been such a joy, a really beautiful thing for the podcast to create community in my life through people that have been on, through people that listen and reach out. And I'm just really grateful for people that have taken the time to like go on the journey with me for different periods, and also for people who've reached out about it. And yeah, it's just really cool. I make this thing and send it out into the world and just trust that it will find the people that it needs to find. And just, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank anybody. Thank you that's listening. You're not alone. Even in the hard stuff and the scary stuff, I remember that everything that I've felt has been felt by many, many people before me. And there is a possibility for love and growth and connection, even when I forget the path. I'm so grateful for the ways the universe has reminded me that there's always an option. There's always the possibility for new energy and magic, and we are all supported deeply by the Creator that sent us here, and by many other spirits in physical incarnation and otherwise who have our well-being as their mission too, and who know how hard it is to be human, like how wild it is. Maybe that's a good thing to close on, is I'll share an experience that I had in a mushroom journey recently, where I was doing the thing where I lay down and I get in the spaceship. And I've had several experiences now in the medicine that have told me that if I do that, I can go hang out with some guides that can't take form in this physical dimension, but will meet me on one that I can reach through mushrooms, and they can come down into. So I got in the spaceship, and something that I'd really been working on is all the ways that I catch myself numbing out, like I was saying, maybe using food to do that, or just ways that I get overwhelmed by the world, by all the feelings, the too muchness of the world, and put up protective barriers. And I was like, I want to feel. I don't want to numb out. I want to feel this experience. And I know that feeling is the keyhole through which I can manifest the things that I care about, the love that I want to put in the world. So going into that, these teachers and the mushrooms, they were like, okay, we'll show you how to feel. And they just like took off every shield that I have, and my whole body became like one raw nerve, basically. And I was just completely overwhelmed with the sensation of the human experience. I went like down deeply inside of one person, and I saw the depth, just the infinite depth of experience that one person experiences in one lifetime. The massive amount of heartbreak and pain and fear and joy and ecstasy and meaning. And then I zoomed out and I saw like all humans that are alive right now, and all humans through time that have ever existed. Just the impossible amount of stuff, of experience, of emotion. And it showed me that. And then it said, you chose this. You chose to come to this realm where this is the currency. And it, out of like the periphery of my vision, from each side came these two massive galaxies coming towards each other. And one of them was love and joy and connection, and the other one was suffering. And these two galaxies that were also sort of atoms at the same time came closer and closer and closer. And the teachers were like, the human incarnation in this realm that you understand as reality is about the combination of these two things, these two universes colliding, suffering and the love. They're inextricable in this dimension. And the two universes, the two galaxies, the two atoms crashed together. And in that like sort of atomic explosion, I like slipped into consciousness. That was me being like born into this body, this incarnation, this reality. And I didn't invent this idea. I don't think this is the first time teachers have taught this transmission. Like, that is the idea that this human realm is defined by suffering. But it showed me that I'm not a victim of my life. You know, I chose this life. I chose to be here. I chose to learn through the portals of suffering in combination with love. And the sort of heartbreaking ecstasy of that we dance with every day is not, there's nothing wrong. That's not something to be like avoided or fixed. Like, that's what we're doing here. That's what I'm doing here, is like experiencing humanness. It's hard. It's fucking hard to continue to show up in a realm that has suffering baked into it. It's really hard to show up every day, every moment. But the invitation is for us to make the meaning in that, to seek the good, the love, the joy, to manifest that, to invest that with just as much life force as the suffering we experience. And it's hard. I know it's hard, and I see people, and I love them for continuing to show up to this contract that we're in. And I'm really honored to be with people in this shared hallucination that we know of as reality. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening and supporting and loving.